Hey, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brown Gent. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the wealth effect, what that is, why it's important to you, and how you can use this wealth effect to expand your portfolio's value by positioning yourself ahead of the rest of the market. So let's get into it. But before we do, just remember, nothing I say here is financial advice. Please do your own research. I'm just a guy on YouTube. While we're at it, show me that support. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, and check out my wallet on the bank to see exactly what I'm doing live. Now, crypto has been doing fantastic, but as you know, we are nowhere near where we expect to be by the end of this bull run, right? So the market cap of crypto currently is 3.63 trillion. It was 2.5 to 2.6 trillion last cycle. And you remember this Wall Street cheat sheet. We are likely somewhere between the optimism to thrill part of the market. I think Bitcoin is more on the thrill stage. I believe the rest of the market is around optimism and belief, but the rest of the market will follow. And when it does, it is truly the altcoin market that makes people rich in crypto. It's really hard to get rich in crypto buying Bitcoin for 20, 30, $40,000, watching it go up to like 120 or $150,000. That is good money, but it's not exactly something that makes people feel rich. But as we move into these stages where people are in thrill, they want to buy more on margin, they're telling everybody they know, or euphoria where it feels like you can literally buy whatever you want and it goes up, people will start to literally look like this. This actually reminds me of a good friend, Doug Hype, but people have tons of money, tons of cash, and there's only two things that people with tons of cash tend to want to do. Number one, they want to make more money. Seems pretty obvious, right? You got money in crypto, you want to stay invested, you've made maybe $500,000, $1 million on some big trades because your altcoins have gone up 10 to 20 to 50x. So you want to find a way to make more money. The second thing people love to do, not everyone, is they love to flex. They love, sort of buying Rolexes, fancy cars, showing off their money, right? It just seems to be something that happens in crypto. That's why, we see this every single cycle. So what is that overlap that allows you to make money at the same time and flex? Well, it's NFTs. And NFTs have this unique part of the cycle. When people start making a ton of money, people feel like they have so much money. And this is what's called the wealth effect, right? And because of this, they have all this money that they don't know what to do with, and they are trying to make more money and potentially flex at the same time. Well, NFTs hit the mark exactly. And it's not just crypto investors who are part of it. Celebrities get part of it too. This was a couple of years ago. Justin Bieber and many other celebrities bought into Bored Apes at a price point of $1.3 million US at the time. And it was because it was the status symbol. There's a limited amount. Everyone wants it. There was exclusive events, right? So this is an example of a Bored Ape yacht party. And since then, these NFTs, when the cycle sort of, kind of sputters out, they go down. Right now, that same NFT or the NFT floor collection is 18.5 ETH, or like a little less than 75,000 US. So on the 1st of December, which is exactly 2 weeks ago, I flagged to my community that it looks like a lot of people are starting to load up on Ethereum NFTs in preparation of the future wealth transfer effect. So this is sort of the wealth effect, right? Ethereum's going to go up. People's going to have a lot of money they want to spend. They're going to look at NFTs. Those NFTs that they wouldn't want to buy early on, now that they have so much money, well, it seems kind of obvious, and they'll go check the prices, and people are front running it. So the idea on December 1st and what I told the group was, well, let's go look at NFTs that are, somewhat cheap compared to where they will be. So on December 1st, the Pudgy Penguin was actually 14 Ethereum. It is now more than double that with their announcement of the Pengu token. The Pengu token going to be an airdrop, but this is a massive status symbol. It's the number one collection on Ethereum right now. It has overtaken Bored Apes in terms of how much people want it, even though you see there's 1.7 million ETH in volume on Bored Apes and 400,000 in ETH. The Pudgy Penguins is more than that floor, and it's also just getting a lot more attention, especially considering they're looking at Sol. But it's not the only thing, and I want to make that very clear. I'm going to go over some NFT projects that I've been looking into. That doesn't mean other NFT projects aren't great, right? So like, there's Bored Ape, there's Azuki, there's Pudgy Penguins, there's Doodles, there's little Pudgies, there's Azuki Elementals, Pudgy Rods. Now, the thing is, there are so many junk projects. I know a lot of people love to just go into OpenSea or Magic Eden NFT platforms and just buy NFTs that are somewhat worthless because someone tells them to. You're much better off buying NFTs that people will want to buy from you when the prices go up, because just like we have meme coins, right? So Pepe, I made a video about that yesterday. Pepe is Ethereum beta. Pudgy Penguins is the same, works very similarly because it's going to be priced in Ethereum, and the Ethereum price goes up and the number of Ethereum that these costs will also go up. So it goes up in both directions, which is fantastic. Now, because of the Pengu token, a lot of people are sidelined, myself included. If you saw me on Twitter, I was literally posting about one of them I was looking at 15 ETH. Waited a day or two, and this announcement came out and made it impossible. So what I did was I bought a little Pudgy for 1.9 Ethereum. It is now jumped almost double in the last 2 weeks to 3.6 ETH. Will it still go up? It likely will correct, in my opinion, on the airdrop. And then if you want to enter, you probably can. But then what other NFTs are there? Well, we don't just have to look at ETH. So in the Solana ecosystem, I think Mad Labs is probably the best NFT project you can get. There's a massive opportunity, in my opinion, not financial advice. This NFT was worth around 200 Sol at, like earlier this year. And now it had floored out at 28 Sol, and it's sort of climbing up. Going back on December 1st, it was around 40 Sol. So it's gone about 50% since I was talking about that within the group about this sort of wealth transfer effect. So this is another one that I've been looking at. I bought one. In fact, a nice bonus with a lot of NFT projects is if they're a highly viewed NFT project, well, a lot of projects will go out there and they will give them allocations of their airdrop. So not only do you get to hold the NFT, watch depreciation, but you get additional airdrops for just holding those NFTs. And some people will say it's unfair, but I actually think that projects look at it from the perspective of trying to find people who are OGs in the space or people who are more likely to be invested in the space versus sort of, your fair weather traders. So then before we go into an ordinal, I just want to explain quickly. An ordinal is just a Bitcoin NFT, and there are a bunch of ordinals as well. And once again, we go down the list of projects. There's Node Monks, there's Runestone, which was dropped by Leonidas, there's Bitcoin Puppets, and a bunch of others. Once again, I am looking here at Bitcoin Puppets as my ordinal of choice. You can look at other ones as well, but once again, I'm buying this not because I want to have this profile picture of a monkey, but I expect these to be worth over 1 Bitcoin at the top of the cycle. And I expect Bitcoin to be about 150 to 175,000. Not financial advice. Bitcoin ordinals as well potentially can get rewarded through the abstract chain. So there are so many collections to look at. My recommendation is looking at the Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana ones. I find the other projects are much too small. I mean, there are some niche buys perhaps, but if you truly want to position yourself to these status symbols, like I said, I think Mad Lads is the status symbol on Sol. I think Bitcoin Puppets will likely be the status symbol on Bitcoin. And I believe Pudgy Penguins will be the status symbol on Ethereum. I'm hoping that this corrects after the airdrop of the Pengu token, and I'll be able to pick one up cheap because I've sort of slept on it. So Before we get into it, if you want more signals on sort of how to get ahead of the market before it happens, this is why I highly recommend joining the Web3 Secret Society. Not only do you get like help in a very strong community to sort of make sure you know exactly what you're doing and maximizing your path to the bull run, but also these insights come much more timely than you would waiting for a video or seeing it on Twitter, because then you're like a week or two behind. Also, you can schedule a private video call as well to make sure that you get set up properly for the bull run. Regardless of whether or not you want to join that, all I ask that you do is for this bull run, show up regularly, because we don't get these opportunities all the time. Once every 4 years, we get a bull run. You want to maximize that. I will be here to support you during this bull run. So if you could do me a favor, hit the like button on the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, because I'll be here making videos to constantly support you. Until next time, I'll see you later.